Whatever. You know better.
Okay, fine. Okay. My goodness. Are we live now?
Good morning, everybody. Of course we are. I said we weren't going to do the old people thing and ask if we're live or not. You did it anyway.
You were clicking on some button.
had to
I
look
wasn't
at-
sure if it stopped us.
Good morning, everybody. Today,
It's
this one's going to be
Wednesday.
fun. This is going to be a fun one.
Yeah, it's raining outside.
I don't know if that's fun.
No,
It was snowing.
I'm
in
super
places.
grateful that it's not 900 degrees again.
90 degrees yesterday.
Yes.
And today we've got what,
I
40?
think it's 48.
I love it.
Love the desert.
And I can wear my jackets now.
Long pants.
Long pant weather
It's sweater weather again.
for a couple days, right?
Yep.
Hey, today it's a fun topic.
Yeah, because I like to spend money.
Actually, you don't, which is
No,
funny.
I'm kinda
Because I
cheap.
put that in the little comment
I'm
part.
a little cheap.
Yeah. So this might be difficult for you.
It is a little difficult. I like to shop clearance and
So 15 things you should spend like good money on.
okay,
You know, don't
fine.
go cheap on. There's things you shouldn't go cheap on.
All right, fair enough.
You know?
Fair enough.
Shall we start?
Sure. You got to find your thing there. You just need
I know where my
dead
thing is.
air. Oh my
I always know.
gosh!
Well, that's what you're supposed to
so
fill
out of
in.
breath.
Well, you're supposed to fill the dead air. That's why I got a partner.
I'm sorry. I didn't know I was here for that.
What do you think you're here for?
It's okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Hey, so for you, like what will you spend money on? Because you are cheap. I mean, you're like
I'm
notorious
super
cheap.
cheap. I don't really like splurge on anything.
So what do you
I don't,
what do you not buy that's cheap?
What do I not buy? Because it's cheap.
Or wait.
Wait, I don't know. There's
All right, for example,
yeah.
I don't like buying cheap bikes.
Okay.
So like my mountain bike, I didn't get the most expensive, but I didn't
No,
buy a cheap
you
bike.
did spend more than you use it though.
Yeah, well, yeah. Shoes.
Shoes. You love shoes.
I don't buy the cheap shoes.
No,
I don't think they're as comfortable. I don't think they last as long, and I think they end up costing you more money in the long run.
I'm pretty cheap all around.
So there's nothing.
I can't think of
Whoa.
anything.
Well, this will be fun to go through these and see if any of these would be something you would spend money on.
Okay.
Hey, Donovan. Good morning, Mom. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, we're talking about things that you won't go cheap on,
Or
right?
you shouldn't go.
You
cheap
should.
on.
Well, I want to know what you wouldn't go cheap on.
Yeah, I'm still
So you
thinking
guys,
about it.
You guys tell me. Put in the comments things that you'll spend money on, and we'll get started on number 1:
Concert tickets.
concert tickets. Don't go cheap on concert
Okay.
tickets. Why?
So say you go cheap on the concert tickets when concerts come back, you get stuck behind a pole. You may never get the opportunity to see that performer again. And do you want to see him from behind a pole?
And then we don't mean the REO Speedwagon concert at the casinos, right? I mean like
No, any
your
concert.
big-
Any
I'm
band you
thinking
wanna see.
your big one. Like who would you want to see? Who'd be a big one for you? Like
No,
Lady
I mean,
Gaga,
Okay, sure.
right? And you buy the cheap tickets, then you're so far back you can't even see it.
Right.
Spend the extra $100.
Yes.
Get a better
Get the
seat.
good seats.
I agree completely with that.
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Mattress and pillow. Okay, I didn't skimp on that.
All right, so there's something.
I bought a good mattress.
Well, it's because of me. You probably would have got the ones at the flea market.
I don't think so.
But even just like with us, we've noticed like we started with the cheaper. And
Yeah.
this sucks. Maybe as you get older, you realize,
The more achy you are in the morning.
oh, you spend money on your eyes and teeth.
I do spend money on my eyes and teeth. Good morning, Laura Lee.
So don't buy cheap furniture. I like it. Laura Lee,
Yes.
what do you not skimp on?
Yeah. So eyes and teeth, yes, because you only get one set of each.
I agree with the teeth thing because I remember like younger, I wouldn't go to the dentist and that, and you
I think
probably
there's a
should.
youthful period where people are like, I don't want to go,
Absolutely.
but definitely keep those
I
things
agree.
in check.
It's a good list. I agree with these things so far.
So far,
So
do you
far.
agree with the next one? That's prime property.
Real estate. So interestingly, I went on a listing presentation last week. That part's not the interesting part because we do that. That's our job.
It's expected.
It is. But the lady had bought a townhome and it didn't appreciate as much as detached regular houses. And she was upset about it.
Right, because they don't.
And she was mad at me and just it was my fault and all this
Mhm.
other stuff. But if she would have spent more money on a better property at the beginning, she would have been in a lot better position now.
Yes. See, Laura Lee and I are both cheap. I can't think of anything either.
That is funny.
But yes, so the neighborhood that you buy in matters, and you should think about that when you purchase and try and pick the one that you think is going to appreciate.
Yes.
Do your research and see if it's somewhere where in 15, 20 years you're going to do
Be in a
okay.
better spot.
Because that lady was already in her house for over 10 years. So
Oh,
theoretically,
15 years.
she should have appreciated more, but because of
that particular area and that
Mhm.
particular style of home, no.
not so much.
And she bought it because it was cheapest, which I get
Yeah.
sometimes. All right.
Car safety and reliability. Buy the safest car you can afford.
See, I think buy the most reliable car as well.
Okay.
Because it even if you end up spending more money on it,
Yes,
you'll end up better off because of maintenance and other issues like that.
that's true.
And I really like the idea of buying like a really, really good used car
Yeah.
and then just keep it longer.
Mhm.
The wealthy will buy, maybe they'll get a Mercedes with high reliability and then they'll just keep it till the wheels fall off.
Right.
Instead of buying a Hyundai, not picking on Hyundai or anything, but
No, but a
the
cheaper car
entry
that's
level car
gonna.
all the time.
Yeah, that makes sense. So yes, the cheapest one you can afford. Buying the right food.
So mom wants a Bentley. It'll last you forever, right, mom?
But okay, so buy the right foods because it's important what you fuel your body with.
I remember Burger King. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Burger King. It's still in business, which surprises me. But anyways, maybe some people like Burger King. They were doing 20 nuggets for $2.
Oh, it was insane.
Remember, it was some stupid amount.
Yeah, it's really
I was
cheap.
like, oh my gosh, we're just buying the cheapest food to
Yes,
put in our bodies.
and yes, it costs a little more to buy fresh vegetables and that, but it's worth it.
I'm not saying go organic.
No,
But yeah, I agree with this because this is what we're putting in our bodies. And if we're just basing on what we're eating on the cheapest,
although
we need
I
to,
do have some favorites. There's a Kraft spaghetti that they don't even sell on this side of the Mississippi, I
what
think.
is it, like crazy cheap and good?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you make the sauce with tomato paste. It's super cheap.
All right, there you go.
Shoes. There's your thing.
Shoes! Absolutely.
Why not cheap shoes?
You know,
I love cheap shoes.
We spend half our time in bed or in our shoes, don't we?
I guess so, yeah.
No, all right. So even with the shoes, okay,
Uh-huh.
it'll help prevent if you got bad knees. I've
Yes.
noticed that because I'm not, my knees aren't great. I got my mom's knees. Thank you, mom. And wearing the better shoes actually helps out a lot. It helps with the back, and your feet don't hurt at the end of the day.
I'm
compared
not
to the cheap shoes.
opposed to expensive shoes, but I'm opposed to spending that kind of money.
What do
So
you mean,
I
like
will
what?
wait.
Is $100 a lot for shoes?
I think it is.
See,
I waited at one of those stores that, they have the expensive shoes and then they keep lowering the price. I watched a pair of shoes for probably 3 months so I could get them at a price.
Did you get them?
I did get them, and they are very comfortable, and I love them.
If you find shoes in your size that you like anywhere, you should probably just buy them right away. I'm just saying.
No, I won't spend that kind of money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So shoes.
I agree.
What else you got?
Decent work clothes.
All right. Decent work clothes.
So, all right. So
I got to go buy an
twice.
Armani suit.
I don't think you need to go that far. But going back to even like when I, had to work and I was in the oil field, there's a difference between the cheap coveralls and the little bit better.
Okay.
There's a difference between the cheap boots and the little bit
So
better
durability
boots.
in that case.
Absolutely.
Probably comfort.
Yes.
Cheap boots you might
And
get.
then even, all right, so like in a professional setting, you could spend a little bit more money and look a little bit more put together.
Yes, a few key pieces and maybe just, one color palette. So whatever your key pieces are, they match.
Yeah,
Like
agreed.
my mom wears all black all the time.
Oh, see, it's simple. Like Steve
Everything
Jobs
matches.
or Zuckerberg.
Yes,
Is she brilliant like that?
maybe.
Oh,
She's
interesting.
She's like Steve Jobs, brilliant.
Absolutely. And I've noticed even like with my better shirts that I buy,
They
like
longer.
the buttons don't break.
Okay.
I mean, like the buttons are like I think they call them bite proof.
Well, that's interesting.
They're
I'm not gonna go there.
So you can't bite and break my buttons.
All right.
Let's move. Oh, see, good segue to
Charity and helping others.
Absolutely. Don't be cheap with the charity piece.
Be generous. And we actually have a quote from Anne Frank.
You want to read it?
No one has ever become poor from giving.
And it does. It's got a benefit. It's got a health benefit. It does make us feel
Yes.
good.
Yes. So you can be mentally wealthy.
You know, and I think it helps like when we're giving not out of obligation because we just truly want to.
Yes.
And that
We
does.
wanna
It's
help.
nice. You're not going to go broke.
Nope.
All right. And I agree with this one.
The right tools.
Like in my old industry, you know, how to buy tools and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And that's one regret that I have is not buying the better stuff. Because if I would have bought the better tools, I'd still have them today. Instead of
Right.
like some of the cheap Harbor Freight stuff or some of the other stuff that you get 1 year.
Calling out
I know I'm calling
brands.
out brands. I shouldn't do that. It's
But
all
I
right.
get it. Yeah, no, your cheap wrench is going to bend. Spend a little money on the
But
better.
buy the better cordless. It's going to last
Yes.
longer.
And
And honestly, it
proper-
saves you money.
the proper PPE for that gear so you don't lose an eye or a finger while you're using the tool.
Whatever.
What? You've met people who've lost fingers.
Yes.
So
Yes. So agreed.
definitely.
I 110% agree with
A
this.
good kitchen knife.
It's just saying like one good one, like
Yeah.
Japanese or German steel.
Something
just
good that
something.
you can keep sharpening and keep using forever and will last you a lifetime.
And it's a safety thing too. You know,
It
the
is a
sharper the
safety
knife, the
thing
better
because
off
you
you are.
don't want to you don't want to cut any fingers off doing that either.
No, so I agree. I don't think we've got an okay knife. I don't think we got a great.
We got some
kitchen
good
knife.
knives.
You know when Barb had that restaurant, those restaurant knives she would get, they weren't crazy expensive, but
No.
those were.
Good
I
knives.
liked those.
You could sharpen them.
Yeah. Do you even remember?
Nope.
I think they were Sam's Club
I
knives.
think they might have been calling out some more brands.
Hey, Sam's Club. I'll take some of those knives.
Oh my gosh.
What? I'm like, I was going to rip some other brand earlier and I stopped. Luggage to last. You agree
Yes,
with
good
that?
luggage is awesome because you know you're cruising through the airport or wherever and the wheel on your luggage breaks. That sucks.
It does. And there's not a big price difference between good luggage and
No.
okay luggage.
So, and we actually have bought our kids some luggage, a couple of them. They don't appreciate it.
But they will
They will.
when they leave ever. The
My mom bought us luggage as graduation gifts.
did she? In a one-way bus ticket to New Mexico? Is that how you ended up out here?
No, but she did buy us luggage.
But and another tip, you know, if you start traveling, don't get black.
Yes, get some funky color that you can find on that carousel.
You can definitely see our luggage.
Yes.
All right.
Life insurance.
Yes. I like what somebody called this. They called it love insurance. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Because it's not for you.
No, it's for what
It's for the people you leave
behind.
behind and everything else.
Mhm.
And yeah, I think we should always have decent life insurance. Period. Term, whole life, I don't care, just something.
Talk to your insurance agent.
Yes. Like your local. It's gonna plug.
No, do not be plugging people.
I can't just keep plugging people.
You can.
All right, here, you talk about this one here.
Okay, so I have bought cheap paint and I have bought expensive paint. It is so worth it to buy the expensive paint because cheap paint, you end up doing like 12, 15 coats.
Agreed.
And the more expensive paint, 1, 2 coats maybe, depending on the color. And I paint my house often. I like to paint the rooms in my house. So I will not buy cheap paint.
So even like some of the flips we've done, I mean, some of the early ones, I bought like the really cheap paint.
Yeah, because somebody's like, oh, buy this one, it's cheaper.
Oh my God. No,
Go
it
through
sucked.
twice as much.
It more time, everything.
Yes, definitely worth it to buy the better paint.
Like the Velspar at Lowe's.
Again. Are you trying to get endorsements? What are you doing?
Velspar at Lowe's.
Saturday, you're going to have a
Yes,
sponsored by
Yes, sponsored
tag.
by Velspar at Lowe's.
Do you need some paint?
Actually, yes, we need to get some paint for the flip. I'm going to have Jonah maybe paint some
Maybe if
doors
you
today.
give Lowe's this video, though.
I know.
Kick
we
you down
get
the
some
discount.
reach, maybe get some endorsements
Everyone
here
share this so Alex can get free paint.
from Lowe's. Velspar,
Oh my gosh.
paint. The very last one, I think, is probably the most important one.
Yeah, what
out
is
of
it?
all of them, period.
Invest in yourself.
Invest in yourself.
Which we've been talking about this since the beginning of us doing this.
Well, yeah. So like we started this and we went daily. And a lot of stuff we talked about is, you know, self-improvement. What do we do
How
during
to
the
make your life
quarantine? How do we
better.
take advantage of that? And this is absolutely what it is. Invest in yourself. Like, you know, shout out to my mom. She's done really good. She started exercising.
Mhm.
She's spending the time. She's eating better. And you can tell she's got more energy. She looks great. And she's invested in herself.
You trying to get an endorsement from her now too?
Well, just got to try to stay in that number one spot. It's a tough spot
I see.
you got to work for it.
But yes, you're right.
But invest in yourself.
Spend some time investing in yourself. No
Absolutely.
matter what you choose to do.
Even just what the coolest thing I think right now about this whole COVID thing is that there's so many online courses and things you can take, like at a discount, man.
Or free.
So like, all right, another shout out, like Tony Robbins.
Mm-hmm.
You go to one of his events in person,
Mm-hmm.
you're $1,000 for the tickets, right?
Yeah.
You're going to be a couple thousand on travel, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, you're looking at $3,000 to get this message from Tony Robbins.
Mm-hmm.
You can do the online virtual event, which would probably still be very impressive for a few $100.
Yes.
So whereas you may have not had the opportunity or the ability to go to an event like that, it's affordable now.
Yes.
And I don't think that's going to change. I think people are enjoying.
Yeah, I think there might end up being an option.
I agree.
You can go in person or you can tune in online.
And then just there's so much available like that.
Yeah.
There's little courses always for $10, $20.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, learn how to do X, Y, or Z.
It's awesome.
It is an amazing time for self-improvement.
Yes, it is. So
amazing
improve yourself.
Or not.
Or don't. Or just go buy a new mattress or a cool pair of shoes.
Ooh, can I get some shoes?
No.
I'd love to get some shoes. You want to go shoe shopping, Chloe? Maybe.
Maybe. We have a live studio audience today. So
we do. So thank you guys. Please share the things that you like to spend money on.
Things that you think it's important to spend a little extra money on. Because some things, maybe some of them aren't on this list and you thought of some things that aren't shoes or paint.
Absolutely. And we'll be here again on Saturday, 9:00, and we should have the numbers for the real estate market.
Oh, I thought of one.
What?
I spend money on handbags.
You do spend money on handbags. Kinda. You still wait for them to go on sale.
But I do.
But you buy better handbags.
I buy better handbags.
Martha buys handbags for the attention.
That's not why I buy them. If that's a side effect, it's not my fault.
All right, guys. We'll see you later.
Bye.